You are very welcome to this, the Bitcoin Tarot podcast for the week starting the 19th of April 2018 with me, Cosmic Conroy, a day early this week because I'm too busy tomorrow. Last week, the cards promised us that if we learned our impetuousness, we would have adventure. But then the price flatlined and did almost nothing for all week. Finished 5% up. The judges have decided we get a D grade this week because although we did not see the adventure, we weren't promised adventure, only conditional adventure if we understood our impetuousness. But nevertheless, it's a bad mark on the card's name. Will we discover our impetuousness this week? There's only one way to find out. We turn, as always, to the cards. I'll do my usual 4-card spread, in which one card represents the past, one card represents the current moment, one card represents the future, and one card is an overall sort of reason, a meta understanding card to bring life to the story. We'll begin, as always, with the first card. Our first card represents the past of Bitcoin, and that card is the Ten of Wands, oppression. This card could be representing the downwards pressure on the price of Bitcoin, the massive downslope, the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, all of them pressing down upon Bitcoin's price. It does seem an odd card to represent a week in which the price did nothing, but we'll read the next card to see. Our next card represents the current moment in Bitcoin, and that card is the Two of Swords, peace. Perhaps this means that the cards are giving us a wider range view than just a week. If the oppression card represents the whole of the downtrend for this year, then the peace card could represent this week of relative tranquility. So then the cards would be telling us what's happened till now, what's going to happen in the future. Our third card represents perhaps not the next 7 days of Bitcoin, since we have a slightly wider range reading this week, but the future of Bitcoin, the near future. And that card is the Prince of Discs. The princes are messengers. They bring portents of the things to come. And the discs, especially in the context of Bitcoin, the discs are all about money. So in the future here, the cards are telling us, we will see perhaps not growth, but signs of growth. Growth to come. Our final card represents an overall meta state of Bitcoin, a reason why these other cards are how they are. And that card is the Eight of Discs, Prudence. Sometimes it represents learning or education or concentration, but I think in this instance the card probably just represents simple financial prudence. And the cards reading this week is really very simple. This year Bitcoin has been on a downtrend. It's been oppressed by the forces of sellers. But we're currently in a peace, a lull. And when the lull is over, we will see portents and signs of recovery to come, and all because of the nature of money and prudence. That's the end of our reading this week. If you'd like me to do a longer one, you can donate to our voting/fundraising campaign. If you want Bitcoin to be the only coin concentrated on during the big campaign, then you should vote to this address. Send as much as you can. Ethereum is currently in the lead, and at this address, if we keep Ethereum in the lead until we get to the end, I'll do a reading on Ethereum. For instance, talk about its move to proof of stake. Next up, taking up second place, Ethereum Classic. If you donate to Ethereum Classic and they win the poll, then we'll do a thing about immutability of the blockchain and how important it is. Finally, we've got a Bcash address. If big blocks are your thing, you should definitely donate here, and we'll do a side reading on the nature of the block size. That's all. And all of this week, while you're looking out for signs of growth, I hope the Bitcoin blesses you.